It is 663 days until the next presidential election, but the campaign is already underway. One of the Democrats exploring a run is former Texas representative and weathered teenage boy Beto O'Rourke. All week, he's been traveling around talking to everyday Americans and posting stories on his Instagram. And it turns out, maybe there is such a thing as too relatable.
That is indeed Beto O'Rourke in the dentist chair, talking to people near the border about what life is like there, including talking to his own dentist.
So I'm here at the dentist, and we're going to continue our series on the people of the border. I'm here with Diana, my dental hygienist. Diana's going to tell us a little bit about growing up in Philippines.
Yeah, Beto. It looks like he didn't understand what his advisor meant when he said all the kids are flossing. Because, like, what's next? Ted Cruz checking his beard for lice on TikTok? Come on, man. But this is a genius way to avoid tough questions, right? Because it'd be like, Congressman, how can you call yourself a progressive candidate when you voted for drilling in the Gulf of Mexico? It'd be like, great question. Moving on to a congressman who did something even less cool than visit a dentist. Representative Steve King of Iowa. King has often faced accusations of racism. Now, that's mostly because of all the racist stuff he says. But today he defended himself by saying, what's wrong with racism anyway?
Steve King defending himself after a newly published article from the New York Times saying he's not racist. But then in the article, the congressman from Iowa's 4th District questions why the term white nationalists and white supremacists are offensive language.
Yeah, I'm not racist. You niggas need to calm down. Now, I know it sounds bad, but at least he didn't do something truly unforgivable, like say mother or dance on a rooftop once, you know what I'm saying? Moving on to some news from Paris, the capital of fine dining.
The very first restaurant serving only nude diners in Paris is shutting down. The restaurant Au Naturel has only been open for 15 months. Apparently, business has been suffering from a lack of customers. Not many people want to show up naked. The nudist restaurant plans to close its doors for good on February 16th.
Yeah, they had a good run.
That's right. France's first nude restaurant is closing February 16th, which means my Valentine's Day reservation is still good to go. Yeah? Yeah, you know, nothing quite says love like spilling hot clam chowder on my genitals. It's just, can you imagine being a health inspector there? What happens? You just walk in and kill yourself? Like, and what if you're a waiter having to deal with the customers? Be like, excuse me, there's a hair in my chicken. Be like, well, sir, your balls are all over my chair, so we're even.